It's the Task Force! The Task Force 5! It's the Task Force! The Task Force 5!
Hello again, YouTube! This is Dr.Kendo and CK! Playing on Beastly Caverns, Pikmin 3's Collect Treasure mission modes. This is one of the DLC levels that came after Christmas.
Yeah, I feel like the name of this level, though, should be Cavernous of Despair. This is
massively whack. Yes, this level pissed us off to the oomph degree. But I think Beastly Caverns is kind of appropriate, too. This level is a beast, you know what I mean? It's just a beast to try to take on.
Yes.
So what can we say about this? Lots. Obviously, you start off with a new captain. You know, Olimar has not been a playable captain in DLC, in Collect Treasure mission modes until this DLC came out. And so that was kind of interesting. And the other thing is we start off with only blue and purple Pikmin.
Red.
I'm sorry, yes, red. I'm not colorblind. No, so we start off with blue and red Pikmin. And there are the other types, and I think this is why I said purple, is because we have purple, we have white, and I think, yeah, no, we don't have yellows in it, so...
No yellows.
That. These little inchworm things, I don't know what you would want to call them, caterpillars or inchworms, roly-polies, you know, whatever they're called, they actually do piss me off more than you would think they should, for multiple reasons. They can't attack you, which is awesome, so, I mean, you don't have to worry about them killing your Pikmin, but the thing is, they're so annoying, so whenever you got your Pikmin, look at those reds running after it on the left side. They'll run in a wild goose chase forever trying to hit them. And so it sucks! And so then the other thing is that their fat asses sit on the strawberries and the grapes and crap, and so if you're trying to carry back some fruit, they'll sit on top of them, and your Pikmin can't get them, because they'll be sitting there dry humping these strawberries and shit. Sorry, I'm pissed off.
Yeah, no worries. They're very infuriating.
So yes, good thing. They can, of course, bring you more Pikmin after you kill one, you know. So whichever color you take back to the base, the carcass back to the base, it'll produce one of the Pikmin of that color.
My part over there on the right references something that Dr.Kendo was talking about earlier. This, you know, in the DLC for the first time, you have fruit that takes more than 10 Pikmin to handle. And this cantaloupe takes 20, so it's just frustrating to sit there and wait for 20 Pikmin to become available just to haul one stupid
fat-ass cantaloupe.
Yeah, man.
So, another thing also about this level in particular is there's so much plucking going on, you know what I mean? And
right.
Like, think about if you don't keep up with the plucking, you're going to be at some point plucking like one after another, and it'll take so long.
Yes.
So I try to somewhat regularly keep up with it, but you have to strike a balance where you got to be taking care of other things. Because this level is also quite topsy-turvy, as you see now. CK. On the right side, he's going through these ant mound. It's like an ant
it's like
hill.
an ant. That's actually a very good analogy.
Yeah, it's like an ant hill of, I guess, pathways, because, you know, one pathway leads here. If you enter, you know, we're kind of in the middle area right now of the level, you could say. We're in the middle of everything. If you enter from the right, you know, you're going on the east path. Of course, up there, you know, on the top is up north and south, and, you know, they have all the directions, and so each path has a different enemy, different challenge, different things involved.
So right now, I think for me I go and collect those purple Pikmin because, you know, you're going to need them later, but it also works out well because it gives me something to do while I'm waiting for you to fight you know, all of these things, because by the time I get back, a lot of these carcasses are coming back, so I can toss you back over that you know, rock wall there, the Pikmin that you need in order to finish, and you don't have to backtrack all the way around just to get, you know, the 10 Pikmin that you need in order to finish. So it works out well timing-wise right there.
And did you notice, it's like I had 3 bombs. I could have very well blown up that concrete wall that CK was throwing Pikmin over, but then we'd lose those epic bombs, and I want to use those bombs against some enemies that are coming up.
You need those bombs, yes.
Yeah, these enemies are crazy. These enemies are some of the strongest ones in the game, but also the fattest, and yeah, not these particular enemies that we're fighting right now, but you're gonna see in the future, especially when that giant It looks like a Bulborb, which is the name of those red guys that I was defeating earlier.
Mm-hmm.
But instead, he's black with red spots, and his face kind of looks old. Like, he looks like an old Bulborb, like the old, wise Bulborbs. So...
So right now, again, we reference something that Dr. Kendo does in other videos. I'm taking on the water stuff. This particular run was very frustrating with these, half, jellyfish, half, suckerfish kind of deals, because both of the suckerfish were in the same place. Mm-hmm. So as I was fighting one, the other one was sucking my Pikmin up in the back. But what I do for those, because the water slows the blue Pikmin's, descent onto the enemies, is I try to get as close as I can, so that rather than tossing the Pikmin over and having them descend onto the enemy, they hit the enemy on the bottom. So one, that trajectory makes it much shorter, and two, it expedites them getting to those enemies so much quicker, so I kill them faster so they're not inking all over the place.
Absolutely. One thing I didn't, I guess, get to point out right there, actually, that just happened a little while ago, was I threw 3 Pikmin to get a strawberry off of a pulley, and so on that pulley system, it will lower... After you get rid of that strawberry, it will then lower the pulley that's on the other side, revealing some white Pikmin that have bombs in their hands, which I definitely need later on. And I was going to say about the water thing. I don't know how familiar CK is yet with the Z targeting and stuff like that. I don't know how much you use it. I see you more being a fan of actually throwing individually.
Yes.
With those water ones, I actually played this level 1 time or 2 times on solo, and I found that with those water, if you have all those water in there or whatever, and you Z-target those things, they kill it in 1 hit.
Really?
Because all of them just swarm it. The Pikmin all just swim to it and swarm it, and boom!
Oh, that's cool.
They just pop it, in 1 hit practically. And of course, it's 1 hit by 20 plus Pikmin, but I mean, it's all the same. So yeah, that was just something I wanted to offer to anybody playing this.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So this is going to be, I think, where we're starting to travel to, I think, where I need to take out enemies with bombs. There's a part that really pissed me off before we kind of figured, hey, we need to bomb, and it's when there's that giant caterpillar that is burrowed underneath the ground, and it can shoot a rock out its mouth. Because the damn thing could kill a row of 50 Pikmin, line them up for a free smack. Boop, 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 boop. It would just rock them. Literally, it would rock them.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And it could crush them in 1 hit. It's not like it rocks them and they fly away and they're not dead. They die! And so it pisses me off. I'm probably making CK deaf right now.
Oh, it's all good. Yeah, no worries.
This level makes me scream. So I'm not fighting the caterpillar yet, but there's the big old wise Bulborb that I was talking about. I threw the bombs and then I ran. I just hightailed it after throwing the bombs because obviously if I would have stayed right there, it would have blown up my squad.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Sure.
Can't get too close to him. That Bulborb, by the way, takes 12 guys to carry. So
good night.
That's why it's great to have those purples with me right now.
Oh yeah, no. So I mean. I think right now, because you're so focused on killing, all the enemies, I'm trying to collect treasure. And this particular run, I was a little frustrated because I couldn't get the right amount of Pikmin where I needed them to be. So I think, you're going to see me kind of get a little exasperated and go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, a lot more than I probably needed to. But that's the problem with this level is that, you have to go... when you come out of this main tunnel here, you have to go one of only 2 directions. You cannot cross, to the far side. And it just takes so much time that if, as you see, I'm just over here trying to collect the Pikmin that I need. But, it just takes so much time to run around from one side of this, ant
look on the left.
Other.
Boom!
Oh, you got him?
Did you just see that?
Oh, yeah, look at that. You got him to shoot the other big bad guy.
Sorry to interrupt, but yes.
No, go for it.
That's what if you can get that caterpillar thing right there that I was just referencing from before to shoot his rock at the nut-licking guy, that anteater-looking enemy, it'll kill it in 1 hit. So that enemy will be dead. You don't have to use any Pikmin or bombs or anything like that. The problem was, I was trying to get that caterpillar to shoot it, and I couldn't. I was shoot it, damn it, shoot it. And then the thing started licking me, so you can see that my health is actually, decreased a little bit right there. He could actually have killed me if I just would have sat there or whatever, but it's all good.
I saw you kind of toss your last bomb against a wall. Is there nothing you can do with that?
Yeah, that bomb, that I had found out that I actually probably could have played it better if I hadn't have killed that sandcastle wall. There was a sandcastle wall that I manually had Pikmin go and tear down before Whereas I could have taken that bomb probably with me and gone and blown up the wall.
Interesting.
Probably before doing this, I think, would have been the better time. 'Cause
Okay.
that wall needs to be down.
Yes,
You know,
because it expedites a lot of the Pikmin that are carrying treasure back. Yes.
So what else did you notice new about this CK?
I mean,
Pikmin carried Captain Louis
Indeed.
into the picture. So that's another captain that's new to the collect treasure mode, but also you get it out of the big, huge, wise black Bulborb.
Right, and something that we were talking about is that, on this co-op playing, I think that having 3 captains isn't that big of an advantage, because right now, we got him so late in the game, that it's not a huge advantage for us to have the 3 captains, but maybe there's something that we missed where you can put the old captain and all he does is just pluck, so you don't have to worry about coming back and plucking or something.
That's a good point. Leaving him by the onions would have been better probably. I think on solo, if you're playing this solo, it does help to have the 3 captains because you can keep using the go here command, which you can't do on teams. But the problem was that I was finding is I was still getting the captain really late when I was playing solo. And so it was like, okay, well, he actually is more useful in solo, but I still get him so late that, I don't know, I need to figure out how to get him sooner, basically. So if you're playing this solo, I would say that that's actually a good priority for you, is to try and see if you can get the wise black Bulborb dead earlier than some of the others. You see what I'm doing right there? I'm leaving the purples in that entry because I know that we're about to be bringing out some fat carcasses.
Yeah.
And so I was like, those purples will run to it if I'm not there. But I was there, just sitting there watching, so I could have actually just thrown them onto it.
And again, this is us just chunking Pikmin and carcasses, trying to get them to hurry up as much as possible.
It's like, let's go! This time's running out. We had actually probably had at least one time where we probably have done better than this, but 25 seconds on a level like this, and for being guys who are not pros at Pikmin 3 necessarily, we're getting there, but we're advanced, I would say that was a decent score.
I mean, I was happy.
Yeah.
I certainly left satisfied.
We were also happy to get done with this level.
That's true.
I'm not going back to Beastly Caverns, at least for a while. So, we, of course, appreciate you watching. We'll catch you on the next Pikmin or whatever video comes up next. This is Dr. Kendo with CK, signing out for Task Force 5.